Having discussed couple of case studies on designing push-down automaton using transition function and context-free grammars, let's understand the computing power of PDA. Recall that languages like 0 power n, 1 power n, and it was possible to design a PDA for this. Then we also looked at 0 power n, 1 power m, where there is a condition on m and n. So things like this, it was possible. Now let's look at this language. Say, let me call L1, L2, L3. Let's try extending this 0 power n, 1 power n, and say 2 power n greater than or equal to 1. So our input alphabet sigma now consists of 0, 1, 2. So set of all strings over 0, 1, 2 such that number of zeros, number of ones and number of twos, they must be same. Meaning if you look at this, you will find 0, 1, 2, 0, 0, 1, 1, 2, 2, 0, 0, 1, 1, 2, 2 and so on. Now can we design a PDA for this? Can this machine be modified to accept L3? That's our question. Let's introspect this and try getting some useful insights out of this. Remember, when we were designing 0 power n, 1 power n, we want to somehow remember the number of zeros, right? So to keep track of that, we started pushing some letter, say A, onto the stack. So the moment we reach here, the number of A's in the stack is same as number of A's is same as 0 power n. Meaning n A's will be there. So this will be same as number of zeros. Now when you start reading 1, we start performing pop. At the end we reach Z0, we say number of zeros and ones are one and the same. So through this A, we remember the number of zeros, although we don't explicitly store that there are 20 zeros in the input, 100 zeros in the input. We indirectly remember the number of zeros using this stack. If you explicitly ask for can PDA print the number of zeros in a string, number of ones in a string, answer is no. But it can compare number of zeros and ones. It can check whether they are one and the same. Are there equal number of zeros and ones? Whether it is of the form 0 power n, 1 power n, whether it is of the form 1 power n, 0 power n, and so on. Now, two symbols, meaning this is a symbol and this is a symbol, we were interested in knowing the count of that is same or not. With the help of stack, at a given point in time, you can only remember information about one symbol, which you can use it to compare it with the following symbol. Okay? Meaning languages like this, 0 power n, 1 power n, where n greater than or equal to 1, PDA exists, and languages like 0 power n and 2 power m, 1 power n, such that n greater than or equal to 1, PDA exists. The reason is, I am only comparing this and this. The number of zeros, number of twos, you don't need to keep track of. It only says at least 1, 2, and the number of 2's that we will be reading as part of the input is independent of number of zeros, independent of number of ones. So if at all you want to match, it is only these two. This you can read any number at least one. So which means when I read 0, I push capital A onto the stack. When I read 2, I do nothing. I don't disturb the stack at all. I simply skip over all 2's and then I ensure I read at least 1. I skip all of them. Then when I start reading 1, I pop. So for this one it is push. When you start reading this, you skip all 2's, then you perform pop. Fine. Now again, if you notice, you can only compare 2 symbols at a time. That's all possible. You can remember only one symbol at a time, which you can use at a later point in time, maybe immediately or slightly later, and with that you can compare whether the count of this and this are one and the same. But the moment you say it has to be same for all, 0 power n, 2 power n, 1 power n, or 0 power n, 1 power n, 2 power n, then one has to think. So supposing you push capital A for all of this, and when you look at 2, you pop out. Once you come here, the stack is empty. So you have lost the count of how many zeros and how many 2's you have seen so far. And you can check whether these two are same, but you have lost the count because stack is empty. And because stack is empty, we cannot compare it with this to check whether number of ones is same as number of zeros or number of 2's. And one may ask, can I push 2 A's? For example, say 0 square, say 2 square and 1 square. So the idea is when I read a 0, for this 0 I push 2 A's. For the next 0, another 2 A's. Okay, so which means the stack contains 4 A's. Now when you start reading 2, you pop this. Then when you start reading 1, you pop this. It appears like it works, but the problem is, look at this string. So you have 0 power 4 and so remember what is that we are doing? We are pushing, in general if it is n, we are pushing 2n A's, correct? And it is 0 power 4. So now what is that we will do? There will be 8 A's onto the stack, and the sum of these two should give you 8. That's all we check, correct? Whether this is 4 and this is 4, we are not checking. Suppose it is 2 power 3 and 1 power 5. Okay. So now what happens? For this we would have pushed 8 A's. When we look at 2, we pop top 3 A's out of the stack. Then we are left with 5 A's. Then when we start reading this 1, we pop these 5 A's out. Now stack is empty. You may conclude it is a valid string, but it is not in the form 0 power n, 2 power n, 1 power n. So you push 2n A's onto the stack, and sum of this must be 2n. That can come in many ways. It may be n plus n is 2n, or it may be n minus 2 and n plus 2. So which means going for this strategy wherein for each A you push 2 A's will not work. And so it is also giving you a larger message that one can remember a pair of symbols, meaning one can associate this with one more. And what am I saying? Look at this. 0 power n, 1 power n, 2 power m, 3 power m, where n comma m is at least 1. Now these two are associated and these two are associated, meaning the number of zeros and number of ones are same, number of twos and number of threes are one and the same. Now this can be designed using a PDA, but the moment you think of 3, then there is an issue. Now for this one you push and for this one you pop, then stack becomes empty. Then again start pushing symbol for 2, this. What I do, I push capital A, now I pop. Now at this point in time there will be a match. Now for 2 you push say capital B, for 3 you perform pop. Now there is a match. But a pair is okay, but the moment you have a triplet and all of them are of same cardinality, then one cannot come up with PDA. And now we will see what modification one can bring in so that language like this can be accepted. And there are some more. We shall investigate all of them so that we get to understand the limitations of PDA, and with that we shall see what kind of variation one can bring in into the design of push down automata.